I think there'll be tributes throughout the festival from many acts on all different stages, and he's such an influential artist that so many acts can't help but be touched by what's happened tonight.
Do you think it matters that his style of music is so different to the style of music of many bands like yourselves and lots of the others appearing here at Glastonbury?
I don't think so. I think many of the people who are appearing at Glastonbury this year have been brought up on Michael Jackson, and they've got friends who like Michael Jackson, and his music crosses all musical boundaries, I think, and it's a big shock.
Now, Luke and David, you were hoping to see Michael Jackson in a few weeks' time, weren't you? Music fans here at the Glastonbury Festival. How did you find out about this? Because, of course, you're not sitting in front of your televisions at home or in front of your computers.
No, we found out through basically our mobile phones, really, through Facebook, and just kind of catching on to the news. Heard it over in the press tent first of all, and yeah, obviously, you check the validity of any stories like that, and yeah, it turns out it's big shock.
I mean, David, how shocked do you think fans will be here? Because there's well over 100,000 of them.
I think fans will feel incredibly mortified. Again, as Tommy said, we've been brought up listening to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was my first album, Bad, in cassette, and I just can't believe it, guys. It doesn't even feel real.
Thanks very much for talking to us, guys. Also here is Stuart Williams, who's the managing director of Q magazine. Now, Stuart, you were hoping to, plan to put Michael Jackson on the front cover of the next issue of Q, weren't you?
Well, we do. I mean, Michael Jackson was the biggest news story this year in music anyway. The man who hasn't played live for over a decade. A huge comeback, one of the biggest selling artists of all time. 50 sold-out dates, 750,000 tickets at the O2, and that was going to be people thought the beginning of the next stage of his career, maybe getting back to the Jackson 5, maybe playing in Vegas. And this is just utterly flabbergasting. I've been coming to Glastonbury since 1994, and every year at Glastonbury, a rumour goes round. And before mobile phones, it was even more so. And it's, the Queen has died, or they found Osama bin Laden. I was out there about an hour ago, and the rumour's going round that Michael Jackson has died. And half the people are laughing, oh yeah, okay, that's this year's rumour. And half the people it's now sinking in. And in the walk, the half-hour walk I did to come here now, I walked past, how many food stalls were all playing Michael Jackson. So it's just utterly flabbergasting.
You've been to Glastonbury many, many times. What kind of effect do you think this will have on the remaining 4 days of the festival?
Well, the festival's hardly begun. There's only one stage the Queen said tonight which is actually playing any music. We've got 1,000 bands to go over the next 3 days. I hope this doesn't define Glastonbury, because there are a lot of bands here to make their own name, and the lineup this year is extraordinary. So hopefully it won't do. I hope it doesn't get too cloying or too wrong in terms of people covering Michael Jackson songs constantly. I think that would be wrong. I don't think that's what he would have expected. People need to do their own job here, but undoubtedly it's just blown everyone sideways.
What do you